everybody, I'm Cathi of the Brooklyn Ragazza. It's my Italian-American cooking blog, and I'm originally from Utica, New York, and it was, growing up, it was a really dense Italian-American population, so all of my recipes are a lot of my home recipes. And so I'm going to share with you something that's really, really popular in my hometown. It's a staple. It is on every menu, well, if it's like an Italian restaurant, but even non-Italian restaurants too. So I call it regulation because everybody's got greens in their fridge left over or whatever. So we start out with our, you know it as escarole, but we say scarole because we like to use our little Italian slang. So, we're going to clean up the scarole, and then I'm going to rinse it off because you don't want sandy greens. I have been known in the past, on one occasion, to make some sandy greens, and you don't want to do that. So, let me just show you. We're going to cut off like this part back here. Throw this away, and don't get any of that like yeller stuff in there because it's kind of bitter, and that's kind of stink too. So, we'll put that away, and we're going to slice it off into... I don't know, it's kind of like bite-sized pieces would be like good like right here. You don't want to have them like too big. Okay. And you can kind of tear them too if you want. So we're going to rinse it off, and then we're going to boil them down a little bit. If you want to, what do you call it? If you want to steam them, that would be good too, if you have a nice steamer, but I'm not going to do that right now. So... we're going to rinse, and then on your stove, get a little bit of water going, and then we're going to boil them off, and it should take maybe, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Don't get them too like boiled, because then they'll be really mushy, and you don't want mushy greens either. You want to have like a nice bite to them. Okay. Alright, so that's good. And everybody goes in the hot tub. Okay. While we get this going, put it on maybe, I don't know, like medium high and get like a nice boil on it. Don't singe your eyebrows or your ponytail. Alright. Now, you can do like just plain old greens, which is great, like with the garlic and the olive oil. I'm going to do like a little souped up version. So we're going to do mushrooms. I like to put artichoke. I'm not going to do that this time. But essential is prosciutto. If you go to your deli counter, have them slice it like nice and thin for you. And chop it up into, I don't know, like 1-inch pieces. And we're going to put all of our little ingredients that we're going to add to our greens to make them souped up. We're going to saute them first. And it kind of like all those flavors blend together, and the saltiness from the prosciutto comes out, and all that like good fattiness in the prosciutto like kind of melts into all the ingredients, and it makes it really, really sexy. So, and we love sexy food. So, I'm going to do a little bit of that. And I don't recommend using, I don't recommend using a glass cutting board, but that's what I have right now, so you love that nice little music I'm providing here. Okay. So we're going to slice all that up, and also I've got my mushrooms here, and so we'll give those like a quick slice, or you could do them like quarter if you want to quarter them too. I kind of like it like that. Growing up, like the leftover greens, we would always incorporate into other recipes. So, for breakfast, you can make a frittata, and you could throw in some leftover like fried potatoes. You can add other add-ins if you wanted to, and then you scramble up a bunch of eggs, put it in your frying pan, put your scrambled eggs in there, and then throw it in the oven. It makes like the nicest frittata. Now, essential in the greens, hot cherry peppers. Okay? And wait till you see these. These, in my hometown, people eat these like straight from the jar. Or they stuff these with like a meatball mixture or maybe some sausage or provolone and prosciutto, and then you bake them off in the oven and they are spectacular. But this gives like the pickling flavor of this, marries in with the greens and everything, and that's what gives it like that flavor. So, essential in the greens is the hot cherry peppers. If you don't like them hot, you can get sweet cherry peppers, and it's really like that peppery, pickled flavor that you want. The heat you can always adjust, so don't worry about that. So you're going to cut these up into small pieces, and I even like to add sometimes a little bit of the brine from the pickles. So, I'll just give these a quick dice, like rough chop. Now, my favorite, let me just give it a little quick wash first on my hands. My favorite tool in the kitchen is my garlic press. It's my best friend. A lot of love coming out of this. Now I can take out my aggressions on my my garlic, and a great way to get the garlic skins off the garlic, give it a little smash. See? Comes right off. Just like that. And then some people like to slice the garlic, and I like to slice it too. I can get a real thin, like Goodfellas slice on it, like when they were in prison. But if I don't do it like that, I do it like this. And then it comes right out and it liquefies in the oil, and it's all beautiful. So, this is going to be our prep for the quick saute we're going to do, okay? So, I give a little bit of olive oil. So we put in some of our chopped prosciutto, just sprinkle that in, put in the hot cherry peppers, okay. And you can add in as much garlic or as little as you like. You know, everybody's got a different palate, and I kind of grew up like from, you know, a really young age eating like a lot of garlic, so you can dial it back if you want, or if you're going on a date. Actually, if you go on a date, both of you have to eat garlic, and then it cancels out. Alright. So, then we get this going right on the stovetop. A little quick wash again. Alright. If you want to do some cracked pepper in here too, throw that in, and get it going. Little cracked peps. Okay. Get this on low, okay? You don't really want to, be careful not to burn any of the garlic, because if you burn the garlic, forget it, you're done. You gotta throw everything out, alright? So get a little quick saute on that. Some people add a little bit of chicken stock, just a tad. I love just a little bit of it. Get it going. Okay. Alright. And once the mushrooms sweat out, you know it's starting to get ready, and the prosciutto, the saltiness from the prosciutto is going to release into the mushrooms, and that pickling from the hot cherry peppers is going to spread all of its love in there too. And also, what I like to do sometimes, I love like the pickling flavor of it, so I'll even add just like a little bit of the pickling juice. Yeah. Okay. So, get this going, and once the greens are all, keep checking on them. Push them down, and you know what? You can get like 5 heads of escarole, and it'll be all to the top. And then once they all sweat down, or once they all steam down rather, it comes out to just a little bit like this. So make sure you get more than 1 head really, because it really does reduce down quite a bit. Once these are all ready, you drain them out, and you combine them with all your sauteed goodness over here. So now you want to come in a little closer? I want to show you my finished product. Let me turn on the light here so we can get a little better here. All right. So final, what I do, the greens, the finished product is going to look like this. I added a little bit of breadcrumbs just to kind of give it like a little bit of texture. Toss it around. And this is what the finished product looks like. It is spectacular. Super, super healthy for you. Your friends are going to love you. I swear to God, make this. Put it in a frittata the next day. Put it on a steak sandwich. Put it in like a wrap with some strips of chicken breast and roll it up. The best. It's the best. I'm Cathi from the Brooklyn Ragazza, and these are Utica greens, baby. Make these.